Are you ready?
"28 years later, The Bone Temple, directed by Nia DaCosta, is the sequel to Danny Boyle's 28 Years Later film.
Yes! Yes, my children! Yes!
Dare I say, at this very moment, that I enjoyed The Bone Temple more so than Danny Boyle's 28 Years Later movie. I feel that this movie, The Bone Temple, has that emotion and charm that was missing from the Danny Boyle version. The Danny Boyle version had that frightful fear factor with sprinkles of emotion in it, whereas The Bone Temple has that emotion plus that charm with sprinkles of the horror action in it. And that's the beauty of this movie for me. What I feel like the Danny Boyle version was lacking was that emotional charm, and this movie gives that to you. But on the flip side, for some, and for me just a tad, it does feel a little bit boring. You're like, this is 28 days, years later, where's the zombie fun mayhem? We get too much of this emotional charm, pulling of the heartstrings, crying stuff going on. But it's very emotional, and it does pull you along for the ride.
Are you going to leave?
Yes. But obviously we're going to kill you first.
You can say that this movie has that timeless message that a lot of these zombie movies have, like what George A. Romero, I'd say, started, is where it's like the human beings are more animal than the zombies. It's like the human beings are more animalistic than the zombies. This movie really drives that message, I feel, where it's like the zombies can learn compassion and feeling, and they can get their consciousness back. So mostly you're just seeing human beings killing human beings in here, and the zombies are just kind of put on the back burner, which might be boring to some. I will say that I feel like the Jack O'Connell character, as much as good as he is as an actor, he crushes it. They should have just put a bit more story development behind him, because I just feel like there just wasn't enough with him. But what Ralph Fiennes, man, phenomenal. He steals the show. Ralph Fiennes steals the show in this movie. And in Samson the zombie, you definitely feel a lot for him. Like those two, Samson, the big infected zombie who's naked throughout the whole film, you feel for him and Ralph Fiennes, because they have a beautiful relationship, which it could be played up for laughs. It looks silly and goofy on screen, but at the same time, it's like it makes sense within the context of the story. So it's silly and goofy, but then it also is very introspective, and it makes sense.
They're us. We're them, and they're us.
Say what?
Are we worth saving? You tell me.
This movie is really good. I feel like there's a lot to dissect here. I feel like these movies, both of them, go hand in hand, back to back. They should have just I guarantee you, once we come out with the third film, like Kill Bill, they're gonna release it all in one.
Okay, let's turn this up to 11.
This movie, it made me cry, man. I had some tears come out my face, and there's a lot of good music here, and there's a lot of good, memorable, charming scenes that are as charming as the original 28 Days Later movie, the shopping cart sequence. There are moments, like there's a moment I feel in this movie, The Bone Temple, that has that excitement, that level of charm.
What do they see?
If I had to rank these, I'd be like, yo, 28 Days Later is the best. And then, hey, I'd say The Bone Temple's right up under there, because it has that emotional impact minus the fear factor. So the third film, which will be the true sequel we've been waiting for, should have that emotional impact like the 28 Days Later, the emotional impact, the charm, and that fear factor. Blend it all together and don't split it apart, please, because that's what it seems like this is leading to. We're going to blend it all together, blend all these characters together, blend it all together with the emotion and the fear factor like it's Avengers Endgame, but with the 28 years later. And I hope that's what we get with this, if they ever do make it. So I really hope. I don't like that they ended this on cliffhangers, man. I don't like that because it doesn't feel like a singular movie. And then you gotta sit and wait and be patient for God knows how long. But, you know, whatever, man. I'm excited. I enjoyed the Bone Temple. I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm shocked. I'll admit, you know, hey, I was wrong. You know, this made me, I think now the Bone Temples made me enjoy Danny Boyle's 28 years later movie even more, because now you can sit down Halloween and watch these two movies back to back. I'm pretty sure by the time the third one comes out, you could sit down and watch all three movies back to back, and it'll just be like one singular story. So I guess that's pretty cool if and when the third movie ever comes out, which I'm sure it will, but just who knows how long it's going to take. That's all I have to say.